Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of
Wine and Spirits.
Yay!
Spirit fingers.
Yay!
So today we are going to be drinking
Chateau San Michel.
Let's try it.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Woo, that's tart. What do you think? I'm not a huge blush rosé wine drinker, so for me, this will probably be about a 3. But it's not bad.
Right. Honestly, since I'm hungover, it's not tasting as great as I feel like it should be. But
I don't know.
A 2.5.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, this isn't something I would probably go to first if I was in the store. It just isn't. I don't like the...
It is very tart.
Yeah.
You're right.
I don't like the aftertaste either, so... Nah.
No.
This is going to be a pass. It's a pass for me.
Sucks.
But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the stories. If you want the description of this, it will be in the description below.
It almost has like a beer aftertaste.
Yeah.
Like, do you taste that?
Yeah, and that's why I was like, I don't like the aftertaste of it.
Oh.
Yikes.
And I drank Morgot. Morgot?
What
How
is
do you
it?
say it, babe?
Malort.
Malort.
Oh, Lord.
I drank that last night, and
Is it
I
a
probably enjoyed it a little bit more than this wine.
Is that a white?
Oh,
or-
no. It is not a wine.
Oh.
It tastes like Satan's asshole. So.
Oh my god. Well, I will not be trying that. Does not sound...
I'm bringing it next week.
Oh.
You're welcome.
One bit appealing, but I'll try it just to say I tried it. So I can say I tried
Done.
Satan's asshole, I guess. Yeah. All right. Let's get into the first story. This is actually a user story, so I'm excited. This is from user Lindsay, and I renamed it Smell of Death, just so I didn't give too much away from the story. So here we go. I used to work as a security officer at the hospital, and when people passed away, we would have to transport them down to the morgue. I used to work a lot of double shifts. My regular shifts were 3 to 11:30 p.m., but when I had my experience, I was working 3 p.m. to 7:30 a.m.
Ew.
Yeah.
Working that shift in the
Ugh.
morgue.
Yes. The bodies were already in a white body bag. The smell of a dead person within a white body bag with that plastic body bag smell is a distinguished smell. You would automatically know it if you smelled it. There would be no questioning it. This experience happened around 1:32 a.m.
Of course it did.
Keep in mind, this is when I discovered my gift was smelling their presence. In my culture, we're more sensitive to the sixth sense. So sixth sense, if people don't really know what that means, that's like being like intuitive, clairvoyance. It's just kind of like something, it's really hard to explain. And you know what I'm talking about. It's just something that you know is there, but other people might not be aware of it. I was in the same building where the morgue was in the basement. I was on the opposite side of the morgue. Earlier that day, we had transported a deceased person down to the morgue. I was alone when I experienced this. I was walking from the bathroom to our break room, just walking and breathing normally. All of a sudden, when I made it halfway from the bathroom to the break room, I got a whiff of that dead person in a white body bag smell. I couldn't see or hear anything, but my nose picked up the scent instantly and I froze. My brain didn't even need to think for a second what the smell was. I was pep-talking to myself in my head. I was saying to myself, fight or flight. I can't run and take off screaming. I'm a security officer. I need you to walk into the break room, sit down, and pretend nothing ever happened. Do you hear me? And that was exactly what I did. Later on, around 4:35 a.m., I walked down the same hallway from the bathroom to the break room, but this time taking strong whiffs of smell to see if I could replicate where the smell came from. There was nothing. Yeah, what's your thoughts?
I'd be really excited to smell dead bodies.
Yeah. So have you had any experiences like that?
With smell, yes, but not of death.
Yeah, same
Like-
here. I've had some phantom whiffs of people like that have passed away.
Yeah, like their cologne.
Yes.
Or like I remember my grandparents had a really distinct smell in their garage, which is kind of random, but Yep, I smell that every once in a while, and it's super, I
Yeah.
don't know, super weird.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever experienced this, and I guess being a security officer would be hard to talk about and be like, yeah, guys, hey.
And how much self-control does she have not to just run and scream?
Freak out.
'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like
If I were in
I'd
that
lose my
situation,
shit.
I would probably be a little bit different. I would try not to run, but to have to be reserved like that, because obviously
Right.
you can't leave in the middle of your shift.
right.
You lose your job. But man, is that creepy.
Yeah. And I remember like in dreams I smell things too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Viewers out there, have you ever had any phantom smells? If you have, go ahead and put them in the comments below.
Yeah.
But I know that was a good one. Thank you, Lindsay.
Thanks,
for
Lindsay.
sending in your story. That's really creepy. I know that she said that she has more. So
Do I want to hear them?
go
So
ahead, send them in so that
please.
we can read them.
I wonder what because she had said in here, so her culture, I'm curious as to
Well,
learn more about that.
yeah, I would like to hear more too. So if you're watching, which I hope you are, go ahead, email us some more stuff so we can dive in.
Yeah, because that would be fun.
Yes.
I'm gonna drink Satan's ass real quick.
So, did you want to move on to your story?
Yeah. So I tried telling the story last week, but I ended up having a little too much wine, and it didn't come out right. So we're gonna try it again. So this story is from my mom, and I think I've mentioned before about all the weird things my family has experienced,
Yeah.
and it just kind of goes down generational. It's weird. So this is from my mom, and I'm gonna read it from her point of view, because that's how it was told to me, and I don't want to fuck it up. So let's go. All right. My great-great-grandmother had a cousin who was a witch. When my great-great-aunt Carrie had a baby, there was this cousin that was like super interested in the baby. My Aunt Carrie told her to stay away from them because she kind of got obsessive, and that's creepy in and of itself, especially
Yeah.
with a child.
Oh, God, that scared me.
It's happening.
Talk about scare factor.
Okay.
Thanks,
Keep
Finn.
going.
My heart is racing right now, okay? It's like in the scary movie, the part that's not really supposed to be scary
It's
scares
scary.
you, and you're like,
God damn it.
that's what right, okay.
They do
I
it
can
at the
still-
most inopportune
I can
time,
still
too.
kind of hear you, but I hear some ringing, so, okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're good. Sorry about my dogs. Okay. So one day she was hanging laundry outside, and the baby was inside napping, I think. And when she came in the house, her cousin had the baby in her arms and was rocking her, which is super weird because she was already told, stay away.
Mm-hmm.
So now, take a fucking hint.
Right.
Anyways,
Ugh.
she had a malicious look on her face, and then after that, she snatched her baby back and told the aunt to get out and leave. A few days go by, and the baby started getting sick. She would take her to the doctors, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. She wasn't eating. She was losing a whole bunch of weight. Doctors had no idea what was going on. And then this went on for a while. No one could help her. So she went to find a witch doctor up in the hills of Pennsylvania. The witch doctor did something and told her to go home and heat a bottle of milk. Give half the bottle of milk to the baby and the other half to the cat. Or to a cat. Didn't matter. She didn't have a cat of her own, so she grabbed the neighbor's cat. I'd be pissed.
Oh, God.
Grabbed the neighbor's cat and gave the cat the rest of the milk. So when the baby started to improve, the cat started to decline. And this went on for a few days. When the baby was back to herself, the cat disappeared. And the neighbor had said the cat died.
Oh, my gosh.
And so this is kind of a little off topic, sort of. So that same family of 7 had a picture taken of them. They all died from left to right in order, and it did not matter the age, anything. They died from left to right.
That's
after that.
creepy.
Isn't that
So
scary?
was it like a hex, or?
It must have been.
Jeez.
Right?
That's not almost. That is like worse than my cursed doll story.
It is creepy. And I will say, so this farm I actually visited when I was a child. My mom took me back, and it was kind of scary. And I think that's when I first started seeing more things.
Yeah.
And because it was over 100-year-old house. And they had the skeleton keys, too, that you would see, which are cool, but like,
jeez.
no. And then on that same property, somebody else, a little girl, also died from pigs. The pigs killed her in the pig pen.
Like, just trampled, or? Oh my goodness.
Isn't that weird?
My goodness. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. I mean, like, I don't understand. So this was an actual family member that hexed the baby. Why would you do that?
Oh, and super weird. So her name was Aunt Carrie. So my grandmother had another child and named her after that Aunt Carrie.
Why?
I don't know. And yeah.
I think it's also really creepy that they died in the order that the picture is taken. Like, so this picture, was it taken by the aunt?
I don't know who took it. That's actually a good question.
Because I'm just wondering if, like, she, like, hexed them in that order or something like that.
Right? Because some of them were younger, older, younger.
Yeah.
Like, it was super random.
And was it, like, just, like, random illnesses or like, freak car accidents, stuff like that?
Yeah, random stuff.
I don't even know what to say to that. That's that's why it's so messed up. Same thing with the dolls. Like, why would a family member do that?
Right.
But what's even creepier is the doctor that she went to that was like, give half to the baby and half to the cat.
Right.
So it basically transferred whatever the illness or whatever the curse was into the cat.
Yep. And it's weird because where they live in Pennsylvania, like saying witch doctors, it's kind of like, oh, okay, that sounds whatever.
Reggie agreed.
Yes, but like once you go to this little town, you'll understand. It is like it's pretty fucking creepy.
I mean, that'd be a cool road trip. Yeah,
it would. You're right.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I don't know.
What are your guys' thoughts? Go ahead and put it in the comments. It's creepy. I don't even know. I have no words. I mean, there's everything that happened, and the hexing, and the picture, and...
Well, speaking of hexes, Myra sent me a picture of the legless doll, and that thing gave me chills. It was really scary.
Oh, yeah. You know what the weird thing is, and I forgot to mention this to you, is I had deleted that picture a long time ago because I want nothing to do with it. Okay. And then I think one of my members in my paranormal group had sent it back to me for something. I don't remember what it was. And then I deleted it again, like completely emptied the trash, everything. So then when I was asking him for it, I was going to be like, I'll send it to Megan, and I was like, let me see if I can search it. So I just put in doll, and it was the only picture that popped up. And I had deleted it off my phone, like off of everything. It was not on my phone
so
anymore.
that thing is still it's making its way.
And again, I don't know what happened to it, so it's trying to stay there.
And I still stand by the fact that we should make one of those dolls and give it back.
Oh, well, that's creepy. That was another good story. Both of them. Thank you again for joining us. And we will see you on the other side.
Later, bitches.
Woo!